Many of you guys know me from Spellbreak, but the Spellbreak beta is down, and man, what an awesome game. If you don't know what Spellbreak is, be sure to check out some of my other videos and enjoy the content, because Spellbreak's a really good game. It just ended its second beta and is looking to come out sometime this year, full release. But anyways, on to the good juicy stuff. So I landed on the cycle, had no idea what I was doing, jumped in my first match, no clue what was going on. I quickly learned that jumping through the YouTube channels, a lot of the content out there is like 7 to 10 months old. There really wasn't much I could find about what I needed to be doing and prioritizing within the first hour of gameplay. So I put together a little tiny video explaining what you need to do, explaining what I wish I would have known within the first 5 minutes of the game. So hopefully it helps you out, and I hope you enjoy the content. If you would like to see some other stuff or other tutorials, be sure to let me know. One of the first things you should be doing is taking a look at the current weapon tier list, and I'll have that in a link below so you can check that out, so you can find out what type of playstyle and weapons you'd like to use. All right, the first thing you should be doing right when you get into the match or prior to getting into the match is taking a look at this link for the current updated weapon tier list and checking out what type of weapons you'd like to use based on your style of play. Once you figured out what weapons you like to use, you want to find out what type of faction you want to start off grinding. So let me show you where all 3 factions are. First faction, starting off from the middle, looking at the launch terminal, you're going to head over to your left and you'll see right away that the first faction is right here. Second and third factions are located to your right from the launch terminal, and that's taking a right over here. And here's your second faction. And third faction, all you have to do is go up to the faction that you'd like and press the F key to interact. What you'll notice at the top of the screen where it currently says 950, that's called crypto, and that's what you need to unlock weapons, buy weapons that you'd like from current factions. But before you go ahead and waste your hard-earned crypto, which believe me, it is really hard to earn crypto because it just takes a while, I suggest going over to the play terminal and hitting F and going down to virtual trainer. Once you're in the trainer, you'll start off facing this wall, make a left right over to teleport to shooting range. Once you're in the shooting range, what I suggest doing before you start spending any of your crypto is checking out all the weapons. You have sniper rifles right here, and you'll have more weapons here, and so on, going down to all the different types of primary weapons you could use. Also, when you start off in the training range, if you look to your right, you have a whole bunch of abilities, and to your left, you have all of your, I guess I would call it, heavy type of weaponry. So definitely check out the weapons and see which ones you like the best before you start spending your hard-earned crypto. After you've already went through the weapon training range, I suggest going straight up here to the wall and checking out all the different types of contracts and learning how to complete them. I did not do this when I first started playing, and I wish I would have, because it would have made matches a little bit easier to understand what's going on. Each one will kind of give you a simulator on what you need to do to complete the contract. So it's really good to just go ahead and go through all of those. Once you've went through the training range and went through practicing on each type of contract you'll be going through during your matches, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and hit Q on your keyboard, head on over to your loadout, and here you have different types of loadouts. This is where you'll go through and mod your weapons using crypto. Again, I highly suggest figuring out the type of weapons you want and checking out that tier list and figuring out what weapons you like before you start spending money on purchasing weapons and modding them out just to see what's meta. But here, this is where you'll add abilities. You'll start off, I believe, with 2 abilities, and then over time you'll start purchasing them, and then you could set them up. So my typical loadout right now is a 200 weapon, a 500, a 500, and then I have another 200, which is the shotgun. As for your suits, you start the game with all of the suits available. So go ahead and pick the suit that you like the best. I suggest trying each one out and see which one fits your play style. My favorite suit is the quick suit right now. But I definitely tried them all out, and like the weapons, you can also upgrade the suits, but don't start upgrading your suits until you figured out which one you like for sure. Before you start your first solo match, I highly suggest turning to your left and going to the Leaf Man over here, and this is where you have different missions that you could select and activate. I highly suggest activating one since they're pretty much passive. Like, you'll have to go do something, but you're already playing the game anyway, so it doesn't hurt to activate it. So when you start the game, you don't automatically have a mission activated. To start a match, you could either go up to the launch terminal or you can hit Q on your keyboard. Click the play option. You have solos, duos, and squads. And then you have your daily challenges up here. If you were going to invite some of your friends, up here you have the plus signs to add your friends. This is an Epic's game, but your Epic's friends do not cross over into the game, so you'll have to add your friends here and then add them into the match. So we'll go ahead and do a duos match. At any time that you want to cancel a match, you'll have to hit Q and then go over to the X up here to cancel and just hit the X button. So when you get into the pregame lobby, you'll be presented with 3 factions. Again, each faction holds weapons behind a lock, so you'll have to level up to unlock those weapons and then purchase the weapon with crypto. So based on what weapon you want is how I choose the faction I want to play with, and just pick the one you want to play with. Over here on the board at the top, it shows you the contracts that are going to be inside your match. From the top left to the right, these are the main events that are going to be in the match. All right, on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see that we have drill for minerals, hold the zeal, power up facility, defend the laser drill, and eliminate rivals for contracts. What you want to do right off the bat is rush to get credits. If you hit tab on the map, you can see all the different main events. They're hidden behind a fog of war, but once you discover it, you'll see more information about it. To ping on the map, you will hit left click on your mouse, and that'll put a ping for you and your teammate. If you need to highlight that there's an enemy nearby or an enemy prospector, you'll hit the N key.
We've got someone close.
As you can see right now, I had just lost this fight. I've lost my battery, and that's denoted on the bottom left corner of my health bar. And what this means is if I die again in this match, I am foamed and out of the match for good. So it's kind of like a second chance. So as long as you have your battery, you can come back and continue playing. But now that my battery is down, I need to go and retrieve it. So in the process of retrieving my battery, if I die again, I'm foamed and done for the match. But if I go pick it up, then I am good to continue playing. That yellow highlight around my screen indicates that an enemy player sees me. When you're ready to make a purchase for a weapon or upgrade, you'll hit G. And then you could purchase the weapon you'd like to buy or the ability. After you purchase the weapon or ability, you can continually upgrade it up until level 3. So once you purchase it, don't forget to upgrade with credits from in the match to make the weapon better. If you click up here at the top where it says inventory and gear store, you can drop gear or drop credits for your teammates to pick up and use. So if you wanted to pump one of your teammates with all of the credits you have so they can buy a certain weapon, this is where you would do that.
Notice, kit has increased to match operator performance.
As you just saw, I had a notification that my kit was modified, which that means my health and shields have leveled up, and it means I get a little bit more health and a little bit more shields.
Purchase order received. Heads up.
Help!
I finished that person and their battery is down. If you don't finish them after 20 seconds, they can automatically be picked back up by themselves. Again, as he's in this down state, you could either pick them up if you're their teammate, or if they wait the allotted time, they will self-res. And again, here's a depiction of a battery. That person's gonna have to come back and pick up their battery if they want to have an extra chance through the match. without dying and being completely out of the game. PvP in this game isn't as important as PvE. If you notice on the left hand side, each contract gives you a different amount of trophies, formerly called victory points. So you want to prioritize contracts over PvP. And the reason for that is if you evacuate with the most trophies, then you win. Like, that's essentially how you win. Remember, one of the key things for a match is evacing. Player versus player kills do not make that big of a difference in a game. You want the most contracts done with the most amount of points, and that's how you get the most crypto. Once you have enough crypto, you want to head over to the faction that you want to purchase a weapon for. And then look to see if you met the requirements. As you can see, I don't have enough funds for this one. And also, I don't even have the required level, which is denoted up here at the top left corner. This faction requires a level 6 and 4,000 crypto. All right, guys and gals, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you like this content. And also, let me know in the comments below what you want to see next, or if you have a specific tutorial in mind. But until the next time, I'll catch you guys later. My name's Desrex.